Hi everyone, I Aishu Jain from School of Law Modi University working as a legal intern in Lexis Q and Company. Today in this video I am describing about forced vaccination violate fundamental right. The forced vaccination violate fundamental right is given by judgment by the Meghalaya High Court. The welfare policy for vaccination can never be affect a major fundamental right of right to life, personal liberty and livelihood. The Meghalaya High Court has held that mandatory and forceful vaccination does not find a force in law and hence are to be declared as ultra vires ab initio. To ensure that people have informed choice with respect to vaccination, the Meghalaya High Court issued a CELO of direction to the state government in respect of violation of a vaccination of all shops, establishment, cloaker, taxi, etc. A bench comprising of Justice Vishwanath Somedhar and Justice H.S. Thakur observed that Article 21 encompasses with its fold right to health as a fundamental right. But that same apology, right to health care, which includes vaccination, is a fundamental right. However, vaccination by force or being made mandatory by adopting coercive method which vitiates the fundamental purpose for the welfare attached to it. It impedes on the fundamental right as such, especially when it affects the right to be mean of the livelihood which make it possible for the person to live. Furthermore, it is said right to and the welfare policy for vaccination can never be affect a major fundamental right to life, personal liberty and livelihood, especially when there is existence of no reasonable nexus between the vaccination and prohibition of continue of occupation and of profession. A harmonious between purposive construction of provision of law and principle of equity, goods, conscience and justice revealed that mandatory or forceful vaccination do not have any force in law leading to such being liable to be declared ultra vires ab initio. The development came while filing a PIL consent order issued by the state government making the vaccination mandatory for shopkeepers, vendors, local taxi drivers, etc. before they can resume their business. The issue before the court was whether vaccination can at all be mandatory and whether such mandatory can adversely affect the right of the citizen to earn his livelihood. On forceful vaccination, the court began by consideration a question of vital importance, i.e., for example, can a state government and its authority issue any notification or other which is likely to have directly affect the fundamental right of its citizens, especially on the subject that is concerned on both public health and fundamental right of the individual person. The court was of the view that in the present case there was a clear lack of legitimacy in prohibiting freedom of carrying on any occupation, trade or business amongst a certain category of class of citizens were or otherwise entitled to do so by making a notification or order ill-conceived, arbitrary and or a colorable exercise of a power. A notification order of the state certainly cannot be put into embryo and or further on the fundamental right of the life of an individual by stepping of his or her fundamental right to livelihood except according to the procedure established by the law. Even that procedure is required to be reasonable, just and fair. See Oliga Teres case. Till now, there has been no legal mandate whatsoever with regard to coercive or mandated vaccination in general, and COVID vaccination wide drive in particular can be prohibited or take away the livelihood of the citizen on that ground, the court observed. Compulsory administration of vaccine without hampering one's right to life and liberty can be based informed choice concern is one thing. However, it is if compulsory vaccination drive is coercive by its nature or spirit, it is assumed a different proportion and character, the court further said. The court went ahead to observe that the burden of lies on the state to distribute the the citizen of the entire exercise of the vaccination with its pros and cons and facilitates the information decision making, particularly in a situation where a beneficiary is spectacle, subspectacle and belonging to a vulnerable, marginalized section of the society. Some of them are also credible members of the inducive community who are constantly being fed with a deliberate misinformation regarding the efficacy of the vaccination by some person, organization and aliquid motives. The welfare nature of the state is not for coercive negative reinforcement by seizing their right to livelihood, prescribing them to earn their occupation or a profession without any justification, the grab of public interest, but lies in working together with the concern attempting to effectuate a social order as mandated under the Article 38 by approaching the person directly by engaging them into one or other dialogue dwelling on the efficiency of the positive aspect, determining the vaccination without compromising its duty under Article 47, nor abolish its duty to ensure the adequate means of livelihood. Direction to the state government: all shops, established local taxis, auto rickshaw, mini cabs, buses should be permitted at a concise place. A sign vaccinated in the event all the employees and the staff are concerned. Shops and establishment are vaccinated. Similarly, in the case of local taxi, auto rickshaw, mini cabs and buses where the concerned driver or conductor or helper are vaccinated. Secondly, all shops, establishment, local taxis, auto rickshaw, mini cabs and buses should permitted at a concise place a sign not vaccinated in event all the employees and the staff of the concerned shop and establishment are not vaccinated. Similarly, in the case of auto rickshaw, local taxis, mini cabs and bus were concerned about the drivers or conductor are not vaccinated. Thirdly, the actual dimension of the sign vaccinated or not vaccinated and the concise place where such sign is required to be affiliated displays such decision by the concerned authority of the state. In the event of any shop, establishment, local or taxi, auto rickshaw, mini cabs and buses floated over the direction, the concerned authority of the state shall immediately direct the closure and stoppage of the plowing. Fourthly, so far as vaccinated hesitated issue is concerned, the same is required to be dealt by the state government in a manner specified in a new guideline issued yesterday by the Principal Secretariat, Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of Meghalaya. Read with the observation made by the health before. Fifth, in the event there is any attempt made by any person, organization to spread misinformation regarding the efficacy of vaccination among the person of this state, the concerned authority of his state shall be immediately step in and proceed against such person, organization in accordance with the law. On the same aspect of the method of implementing of the government welfare scheme meant for the marginalizing section of the society, the court required Registrar General to immediate the member secretariat of the Meghalaya State Legal Service Authority, Shillong, to bring the order in the state shall be inquired to find out as whether the concerned department are actually taking any step or to ensure that the government welfare scheme for a marginalized section of the society are being properly and effectively implemented in a time-bound manner as according to the guideline. The Secretariat of the all district state legal service authorities shall submit the respective report to the member of Secretariat Meghalaya State Legal Service Authority Shillong within a period of 4 weeks from the date so member secretariat can be compliant with the same and place can be complied before the court through the learned Registrar General. The court further directed the matter till now considered on June 30. The title of this case is Registrar General High Court versus State of Meghalaya. Thank you.